but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Saints, they come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
And his first pass is incomplete. Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. They'll get this out to Kamara. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. You look at this Packers defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
To the air once more, Young. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Kenny Clark, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Throwing, Young. Gets this complete to Shaheed. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Here comes 3rd down and 7. Throwing is Rattler. And that is incomplete. On 4th down, the Saints turn to their new man, Matthew Hayball, to punt. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. So the Packers make their way out for the first time, and it's Jordan Love that has the keys to the car here in his 5th season as a pro and 2nd as a starter.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Love looking to throw it. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Working out of the gun. Love. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Love now. He finds his man complete. That's Reed. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A look at the numbers from a week ago for Reed. 5 catches, 59 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
Infraction, defense.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Counter play with Jacobs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You look at this Saints defense. Against the pass, they've had some issues. Ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Glove. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Defense.
So the PI decline, and that'll give him a fresh set of downs.
And when you scout tight ends, one thing you want to know, just how strong they are. And we saw it in evidence there.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Love from the gun. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
Now McManus will line up for the field goal. This just 32 yards officially from the right hash. The kick by McManus is good. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's Rattler. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's 1st play. We got a pretty good idea that they were going to pressure this young quarterback, and that's now 2 sacks here in the 1st quarter.
And yeah, this is a secret to exactly nobody, because if you're a rookie quarterback, you know you're going to see pressure. Defenses want to see how you're going to handle it, or if it forces you into making bad decisions. That's their goal.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Brought down around the 16 or 17. Showing some tough running there. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Rattler wants to throw it. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
The Packers offense and receiver Jaden Reed headed onto the field. And he's been a consistent force offensively all season. Currently ranked amongst the best in the NFL in terms of receiving touchdowns. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Reed. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. To throw now, here's Love. That is caught. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Tucker Kraft, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Set to take over once again. Out comes the Saints offense. They look to get something started. They need to. Down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. The Shaheed going to go in motion. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. They'll throw. Here's Rattler. A quick throw there is incomplete. This defense for the Packers, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
$10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Once again, it's Jacobs. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Here's Love. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he's brought down. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now a give to Jacobs running right. Down to the 42, 2nd down. Running the toss here to Jacobs. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. On 4th down, the Packers call on Daniel Whelan to punt. Deep for New Orleans is Rashid Shaheed. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Now Rattler. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Now a 2nd and 10. To the air is Rattler. Little short pass here to Hill. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. He'll drop to throw. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And he is going to have a Saints first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Rattler. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Going right back to Wilson. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Saints first down.
Play action. Now Rattler. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it.
Under pressure, and down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's to the sideline and incomplete. So on 4th down, Matthew Hayball on the punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing. Love. And that will be incomplete. Here's Daniel Whelan now. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Rattler. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. They'll look to throw here. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. Now he's loose at the 40. And he will take this all the way down to the Packers' 25-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
But they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Throwing is Rattler. Little short pass here to Hill. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Back to throw. They'll get this out to Kamara. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Rattler working out of the gun. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Packers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
The Packer offense heading back for one final first half drive. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. So no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 7-yard line.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started out at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, where you see the final score there. C.J. Stroud, excellent in the win, as his guys up their mark to 11-4 now, with one game to play. From there, we head east to Baltimore to check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Pittsburgh Steelers. 16-13, your final score. Lastly, let's head to Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati to see what's happening with the Bengals. And they were winners in that ball game over the visiting Cleveland Browns. Joe Burrow leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. It was an excellent first half from quarterback Jordan Love. He's got a touchdown pass on the ledger as his guys were able to build a double-digit lead. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side could play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Love looking to throw it. Short throw. He's got Kraft. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Love. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Love. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Love now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front, the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 31-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Short throw, he's got Kraft. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
To throw now. Here's Love. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Brian Brzee forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Here's Love. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. This from 36 yards out. The kick by McManus is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And they nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Saints offense and Spencer Rattler getting ready for this next possession. And it's been a rough night at the office for him. He's been more of a liability than an asset throughout the contest. And this offense is having a hard time overcoming his struggles to this point. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
They'll go play action here with Rattler. It gets this complete to Shaheed. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards there, a first down.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll throw. Here's Rattler. Olave over the middle. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 2nd down. Throwing once more. Here's Rattler. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 17-yard line. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? You know, because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. Here's Blake Groupie now for the Saints field goal. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Packers ready to take over offensively. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Well, these Packers and these Packer fans really thrive with the cold temperatures here at Lambeau. And their guys have the lead here with a 1st and 10. He finds his man complete. That's Reed. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Love. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. 3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Play action this time with Love. Now swing pass for Dillon. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Love from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The kick by McManus is good, and the lead stretches. 16-3 now. A 2nd field goal here in this 3rd quarter, and his 3rd of the game so far.
He's been an important part of the offense, that's for sure, and they may need him again before this one's said and done. So I would treat him like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter. Leave him alone and let him focus.
The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And Kamara's going to have a Saints 1st down as he'll be brought down at the 42-yard line. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Kamara up the middle. He'll get this up to about the 44. From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. Rattler wants to throw it. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Eric Wilson, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that's going to make it 4th down. They'll go. Here's Rattler. Flushed out right. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
I don't know about you, but can you just almost feel the relief that's gone through this stadium? He picked up that first down. Without it, this game is over.
And when he took off, it was almost like, oh, no, this might be it, but found a way to pick up the first. They'll bring a tight end in motion right. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. On play action, Rattler. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Devontae Wyatt able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
On 4th down, here's Rattler. This is caught inside the 15. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. In motion left, the tight end. Kamara is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That almost felt like the defense said, he is not getting in. What a play.
Not only stopping him at the line, but pushing him back a yard as well.
To the air is Rattler.
That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Saints have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. And we may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Packers offense and quarterback Jordan Love heading back out onto the field. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Working out of the gun. Love. Short throw. He's got Kraft. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
is something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Throwing. Love. A short throw to Musgrave.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 25-yard line.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. The kick by McManus is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
That'll be taken in by Shaheed.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Well, there's still hope, but it's dwindling fast. No timeouts left. They need 2 scores still. 1st and 10 here.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. Throwing is Rattler.
And that is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
To the air once more is Rattler.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
To a knee goes Love, and that should be that.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and we talked